As you could imagine, the guys are pretty distraught to have another close one slip away. I think we got, what is that, 6 losses in a row now, and you got 4 of them by a total of maybe 9, 10 points. It's tough, man. Tough, 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 tough. But this is when you get tested, and this is why you gotta, you know, as a coach, you gotta really hone into why you coach and the reasons you coach. And one of them, obviously, is to win games, but there's some other things. There's some deeper life lessons and some things that we can do to get these kids through a tough time and help to teach them how to do that, because they're going to have tough times in life. So this is one of them on a smaller level in terms of some of the larger things that can happen to us, the tragedy. So not to compare it to a tragedy, but to just prepare these guys to fight, continue to fight, and teach them the things that they need to learn to get through these kind of times. So I can't remember the last time as a head coach, you know, I've been in a situation where we struggled this much with close games, and we got to find a way to get over the hump. You know, there was a couple key things happened late, and, you know, people will talk about that, but there was a lot of things that happened earlier that compounded the reasons that we lost the game. So, you know, Chris Clyburn, I thought he had a really good defensive game until, you know, that last possession hurt him. But, you know, he was doing pretty well defensively. Shots weren't going down, but he was doing a good job. And again, there were just different combinations that I thought we were rolling with, and others that we weren't. And hey, man, what can you say? I feel for the guys. I feel for everybody associated with the program, because losing is something that we don't want to make a habit. And so we got to get this monkey off our back as quick as we can and get ready for the next game, which is, you know, we've got a few days in between now, because we don't play till next Sunday. So that'll give us an opportunity to try to really, really drill our individual skill development and get our offensive going, you know, tools and weapons going a little bit, because we just can't continue to shoot, you know, at 41 and 39%, expect to win games. We gotta get a better offensive output. But with that being said, tonight it was coupled by a team that's playing with a lot of confidence and shot the ball well and playing together. And you know, you got to give Wojo credit for getting these guys to continue to move the program and move the needle in the right direction. So with that said, I'll open it up for a couple questions, guys. No, we had already decided that we were going to go, depending on, you know, the time was, we knew we were going to have time to get out and go, but we didn't go at the pace that I wanted to. We were supposed to get it out of net. We talked about it in the timeout and pushing it, and we had some spacing concerns earlier that I thought we had cleared up, and so we went at them with our speed game, but it was kind of a slow game. It wasn't speed game. It got over the half, and they were kind of, it was like they were dumbfounded. But that's another situation where they don't want to foul you. So, you know, you gotta go when you had that initial spacing, and then but then they got back and they got settled in. So if you go early and they're settled in, then you can make the extra pass. But again, it's just another opportunity to teach JoJo and the point guards and get them to understand time and score and things of that nature. But no, we didn't have we had something in place to go down and get, you know, get a good shot where there was a few options, but it didn't come to pass. So I thought about calling timeout when the pace slowed. You know, there was a period where they stopped to execute, and I looked up and it was like 4, and then JoJo had the ball in his hand. So I was kind of like, do I call one, do I not? You know, so just thinking about retrospect, I'm not going to beat myself up over that. I have a philosophy when it comes to that kind of thing, so I won a lot of games just going late, you know, with something in place off of our fast break offense. But anyway.
The play where Jovan committed the foul in the backcourt, 1 second of the shot clock. Is he just being aggressive there, going for the ball? And what do you say to him?
You know, he's a kid that's given us all he can, and You know, it's just time and score. You know, you got to know time and score, and not just in the game, but in possessions. And, you know, there's a shot clock ahead of you on both ends of the court. So he's just got to look up and see what, I mean, if the kid catches the ball, you know, he got to heave up a shot with 1 second from the three-quarter court. So just playing hard. He was just playing hard, and that's where it starts. And he did a good job of giving us a lot of minutes. I mean, what did he play? Played 38 minutes. You know, you're going to have some fatigue mistakes when you play 38 minutes. So I got to find a way to get him up down to probably 34 or so is my guess. Okay, next one. Anybody else? Guys, thanks. Appreciate it.